This is Naruto, the reincarnation of the Uchiha god. So he has his own special type of them. His 1 through 4 tomos are immunities to various things. The fifth tomo is the power of infinite amounts of Izanagi. Then 6 tomo is infinite Izanami, which I still don't know what that means, but I know it's powerful. Eternal Manjekyu, Flames of Obliteration, the Poison God, which this is the Poison God right here. And then after it shows is the Poison God, the Kryogon, Infinite Creation abilities. This is that. Come on. I'm getting mad because it won't swap pictures. That's the thing. That's the Kryogon. Space Mangekyu, which gives Tsukiyomi and space control. Like infinite uses of it. Universal Eternal Mangekyu. Kodo Matsukami. Universal Rinnegan. All abilities of Rinnegan plus Dujutsu without hand signs. 6 Tomo Rinnegan. Destruction of all things. And then Omnipotence Eye. All powerful and all knowing. And then all Kekigenkai natures are his natures. Even Chaos release. Those, and just to make sure, this is a special seal that only he can use. Since I cannot find any custom seals, I had to look through custom clan symbols, just to find this. So this is his base one of the Sharingan. Then it goes from that to this. If it will move the thing to this, then it can spin into this. But they may have more complex patterns, but they're much more powerful. Then after that, it goes to this, then to this. However, he will unlock these in between. So yeah, this is his Susanoo, literally with all the stars and everything. And then if you see this is his blade when it has when he turns it off. Either way, it's unbreakable. And then when he turns on the power of and when he infuses chakra into the blade, it activates the blade, causing it to turn into this, the Galaxy Blade, which can cut galaxies in half if he really needed it to. But he hardly ever uses that unless he feels that he's getting mad and wants to use it. So yeah, now that that's been put up there, let's get into it. We start off with a 4-year-old Naruto who has been adopted by Minato and Kushina, but they already have 2 kids. They they neglect him. And the cocky brat, which is Menma. Menmato and Mito are gonna be the names because Menma is gonna be a good person and not his relative in this one. Because I've started doing a lot of videos like this, but however, he's very, very powerful. By the age of 4, starts getting harmed by his brother, mainly emotionally. By then, he has the 2 Tamoi, meaning he's immune to taijutsu and ninjutsu. Then he makes a friend. This friend is not a real friend. I'm just gonna call him weak, annoying. Actually, no, weak betrayer of an Uchiha. So skip 1 year later, they have been good friends, and now that Uchiha betrays him, his rage filled it to getting him into the 4 Tamoi. Actually, no, the 5, as he already gained the 3rd Tamoi by the age of it. So he gained extra 2 Tamois. So now he has infinite uses of Izanagi and immunity to Taijutsu, Ninjutsu, Genjutsu, and Senjutsu. meaning right now he's only missing one Tamo. Infinite uses of Izanami. So yeah. And I'm waiting for him to get his Eternal, because it goes instantly to Eternal. And that's the Flames of Obliteration. Also with this, he's able to make a way weaker version of this. Think of it like... Think of this, but without the stars. When he gains when he gains... Actually, no. Think of it like a fully of this color. Then when he gains this eye, it gets darker in color. Then when he gets this one, it gets the stars. Okay? And when it gets the stars is when it's at its final form. Okay? Okay. That's basically what his Susanoo does. So right now he's... Right now, it isn't even... He doesn't even have the Susanoo. But he can call... But essentially he can't use the full body Susanoo. But he's able to use the second tier of the Susanoo without the Manjekyu. Like his Eternal Manjekyu. With just the 6 Tomoe. Which he gained the 6 Tomoe after he killed him, as he still had a little bit of an attachment to that, to the annoying betrayer of Uchiha, So yeah, he gains his Eternal Manjekyu, which is this. As it gets less detail and the darkness turns into this. And as you saw, he now has the Flames of Obliteration. He now has the Flames of Obliteration, which is what I'm really happy about right now. So, his friend... So then he turns them off after that and doesn't let anybody know about it. He stops making friends. And he gets, and now they've got into the, and Minato and Kushia start beating him, and he starts getting mad. So we skip to the final day of the exams. That's just some backstory. The Genin exams. He gets asked for extra kunais, and he literally got hit every last chakra point, where every last chakra point would be on on all 10 dummies. And they're like, you missed so much, demon. As then Neji said, actually, that's on chakra points. Because in this, Neji's gonna be nice guy towards Naruto, as he respects him a lot, because of his power. As by now, he has forged this blade, which has this form as well, as he has this on him. As then Menma says, and now we go to the Menma fight. Menma says, I challenge you to a fight with no ninjutsu, only swords and blades and physical strength and taijutsu, as he says, and and kick a genkai, but no ninjutsu. So you can even use dojutsu, even though you don't have one, nor do I. He says, okay, I accept these rules. As this happens, he says, so, how hard do you want me to try? As he pulls out the blade and he sees that, and says, what's that? I don't need your help, he says. As then, to figure it out, is what he says. When Mito, and this is Menmato, actually. So Menmato says all that stuff. Okay, now he pulls then Menmato brings out the sword, which is hundreds of times stronger than the blade that can cut through everything in the original Naruto. So yeah, but this is way stronger than that. As then Kushia says, Menma, use the blade. As he says, actually no, it's equal in sharpness, but not in hardness on this blade. So he says, oh, so maybe I need to actually infuse some chakra into it. As he infuses it, as he sees all of this stuff disappear into flowing back and then going into the blade and then forming and then it formed into what looks like it now looks like this, as then he quite literally slashes it once and the blade as the actually no they clash blades and his blade goes straight through it as he says no, what, fine, now we can use ninjutsu if we want, fine, he says, as he deactivates it as it goes back to this and he puts it in his hilt, as then he says, God, and then Menma says that he has to take that from him, as he says, I'm bored of your shenanigans, as he then activates this and it swirls into this, as then, of course, they call the match after he goes and neck chops him. And I'm going to say Naruto is not the nicest in this game. Not the nicest. As she says, Mom, Dad, I think I saw him have a dojutsu. It looked like a 6 Tomoe purple Sharingan with one extra ring around the 6 Tomoe. And then it swirled into a pattern, as they can say, to show them the pattern. As she shows this pattern, as right now, as they say, let's show it to Fugaku. As when Fugaku sees this, as only high-ranking Uchihas know of the Uchiha God, as then because this is the eternal of the Uchiha God, if you can't tell, as then he's shocked and says, leave my house, I do not want anything to do with that. Not that pattern, never again, as he's gonna say, as they say, wait, what do you mean never again? That's the pattern of someone known that we call the Uchiha God. He was the one who gave Indra Uchiha, the one that ended up making the clan, his dojutsu. What? They say he had the ability of a 6 Tomoe, purple one with purple Sharingan with a ring around it. It would then form into that pattern. Then it would go into, and he also would have the Eye of Creation and the Eye of Poisons. And once he unlocks those, he will later then unlock the Eye of Space, and then the Eye of what was it? The Universal Eternal. With that, he would then later awaken the 6 Tomoe Universal Rinnegan, and then the Omnipotence Eye, which grants full omnipotence. However, as they find out about this, Menma and it's Menma and Mito, they both say, then we want one. As he says, there's only one person, as he says, when the Uchiha God dies, his eyes are then disintegrated, so that way no one will ever steal them from his grave, that he says. As then they say, what? As well, they all think we should take that cocky brat's eyes. As they call him a cocky brat just because he knows that Menma's a weak. I mean, not Menma, Menmato. It's a weak piece of, not even gonna say it, because I don't know if this will get taken down, but either way. So, essentially, Menmato and Mito say, after they get away, oh, we have to get the demon's eyes. As the demon says, as then they say when he gets home, demon, give the children of prophecy your eyes. They should be the ones having it. As he says, no, they shouldn't. They are unworthy of it. They don't even have enough chakra for it. As you need like an Otsutsuki God level of chakra. Otsutsuki God level of chakra constantly flowed into it to make it the one Tamo version of this even active. That's how much chakra he has. He has like that much chakra that nothing can stop him. He has infinite. While they don't have none compared to him. So yeah, they try to attack him, they big on, like big on. As then they try to throw a kunai at him. As he instantly activates this, and then says, flames of obliteration. As they see an uncomprehendable colored level of black fire, black and white fire, or gray, black and white tipped fire. That's how, and it's an incomprehensible version of those colors, and that's how powerful, and it obliterates the kunai. But that is where we're gonna leave it off. So I say this almighty cliffhanger.